Hey everyone, just wanted to introduce our latest project real quick. Just rescued this Heath Boonie Bike. Kind of an oddball, but it's really cool. Got a lot of neat features on it. Saved it out of a barn. Front fork looks like it's been repaired at some point. It's got some weld up there. Probably got bent and straightened out at some point. Fenders mounted with plywood, or a chunk of wood. Obviously not original treatment there. Bearings are pretty much gone in the wheel, but it does still actually roll. The tires hold air, surprisingly. Kind of a neat feature on this thing. It has a spring there on the forks. Try to do a little bit of shock absorption. I'm not sure what happened to this motor mount plate. At some point somebody drilled a bunch of holes in an effort to clearance it for something. No idea what. Note the right side rear sprocket. At some point this thing probably had a jack shaft. Since most of the motors are driven on the opposite side. Interesting assortment of slots in the motor plate as well. Not sure if these fenders are original. No idea where these came from. Never really seen that style before on any of the other pictures of Boonie bikes that I've looked at. It does actually still have, I don't know if you can see, there it is. It does have the original data plate and serial number there. It's having a hard time focus on it, but it is there. Bunch of holes in the frame from God knows what was mounted to it. But overall, this thing's pretty solid. Forks aren't, worn out. It's not really sloppy. It does roll surprisingly well, aside from the front bearings being gone. So yeah, just brought this thing home. I need to figure out a seat for it. And a powertrain. I do have one of the generic 6.5 horse clone motors that I could throw on it. But what I'm actually thinking about doing is I've been playing with this setup. It's a brushless motor controller, 1500 watts, and a Ford alternator wired to run as a brushless motor. I've been playing around with it a little bit. It's not the smoothest on startup, but it should make a decent amount of power. So I might rig up something to throw that on here just to try it out. But yeah, it's a cool little bike. Don't see many of them around. I'm not sure how many of them they actually made. It was designed, the frame's pretty wide in the back. It could accommodate a really wide rear tire if you wanted to put it on there. The other thing is it doesn't have a twist grip for throttle. It's just a fixed hand grip, so I'm not sure if they had a lever or something for the throttle or a squeeze for throttle. Maybe that's what those holes are for down here. Maybe they had a bracket for like a hand throttle. I don't know. Interesting bike. It's the first one I've ever seen of them. So if anybody has some more information, feel free to throw it in the comments. It's definitely an oddball, but I really like it. I think it's cool. And I can't wait to get it moving.